Namaskar. So today we'll talk about we'll do some exercise for functions. So we in the last video we defined function and how it works. If you want to assign some things in your Python code, you have to define firstly primarily define some functions. And how you can do this? You have to do DEF. This one you have to do DEF. Okay, so what is our the exercise is like this. The first exercise is uh, to convert. Okay, let's try a simpler one. Simpler one is write a code. Write a code that will ask your name and will give you your Gmail account. Okay, so this is our first code. What will we write a code that will ask your name and will give your Gmail account. So let's see how I can do this. Let's see. Let's define the name of that function, which is I named as some Gmail, and let's go for the column. Now let's say a equal to input. Okay, so it will just ask you to input something and print. So a, which will be your input, plus @gmail.com. That's how your email it is, right? @gmail.com. That means @gmail.com. So well, that should be in the string, right? So let's write the string. Okay, so let's do one was what we did. Let's discuss. So we define some name Gmail, and here in this 3 number step I said a equal to some input. So it will ask you, when you run this code, it will ask you to write a name. Okay, that will go to that input a. It will submit in a. So here in print, what you have written, it will over there. So print, that means if I put my name as Bhavani, so it should answer as bhavani@gmail.com. Let's see if I can do this or not. So I will call it Gmail. Okay, so here in this left hand side, this is our input actually, and here in the right hand side, this is our output. Okay, so let's run it. So let's put our name Bhavani, put enter, bhavani@gmail.com. so it works. Okay, let's do some fancy over there. Let's do print your Gmail is, and now let's add. Now let's run it. Bhavani. Okay, so your Gmail is bhavani@gmail.com. Okay, So this is our code, the first code for the definition, function definition, function in a Python. Okay, so let's do another example. So in the next example, let's do an example again. Write a code, write a code which converts let's see, which converts Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay, so this is let's see how can do this. So again, define a function. Okay, define a function. Let's name it as temperature. So actually, if I here again commit over there. Now if I start from here, not here, so this will actually give me, this will actually give us an indentation error. Okay, so write a equal to int, so that it will take input as integer. Input, let's do some fancy stops which are actually not required, but temperature in Fahrenheit. Okay, now I will write the formula to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay, so temperature in Celsius equal to temperature in Fahrenheit negative 32 multiplied by 5 by 9. This is our actually the formula. So a minus 32, let's write in the parenthesis. Okay, multiply by 5 division by 9. So this is our formula. So B here is the temperature in Celsius. Okay, temperature in Celsius equal to temperature in Fahrenheit minus 32 multiplied by 5 by 9. Now print let's write some fancy things, temperature in Celsius. Okay, temperature in Celsius. So after this, let's write a comma, then what is the answer? B, right? B is our answer, or you can just write return B. So let's run it now. Okay, I have to call it, right? I have to call the function temperature. Now call the function, print the function temperature in Fahrenheit. It will see, it is asking to write a amount that we want to convert it to Celsius. So temperature in Fahrenheit, I want to go for 100. Let's run it. Temperature in Celsius 37.77. Okay, so again run it. Let's go for 108. Okay, so it works. So this was our definition function in the Python. We did 2 examples of this. Okay, let's do something else. Let's do function. Okay, let's go for if statements. Okay, if statements. What are the if statements? Let's go for a new file. So Python supports the usual logical conditions from mathematics. So if I want to go for equal sign, if I want to go for equal, so how can I write it? If I want to comparing two numbers a and b, so these are some conditions. If I want to equate two numbers, what will be this? You have to write like this: a double equal to b. Okay. If I want to not want to say not equal to, how can I write not equal to? Not equal to, I have to write like this: a exclamation equal to b. Okay. Now if I want to go for less than, want to compare two numbers less than a less than b, how can I write this? Just come simply write a less than b. Okay. If I want to go for less than or equal to, how can I write less than or equal to? Less than or equal to, how can I write this? A less than equal to b. Okay, this is how you write a less than or equal to b. If I want to go for greater than, greater than, greater than, I will go for a greater than b. This should I write again. If I go for greater than or equal to, then or equal to, how can I write this? A greater than equal to b. Okay, so this is how you should do if statements. All this is required for the if statements. Let's go to some examples. Let's open up terminal. Just now Python 3. Okay, let's do something. Let's do a equal to 23. I'm giving two values, b equal to 34. Now, so this is I'm writing a code to determine who is the greater number between it, comparing that who is the greater number in between, whether a is greater than b or b is greater than a. So what I will tell the computer is that if b greater than a, then I will write colon. So here in terminal, after that enter from here, it will go for to here, and you have to again put a space. Okay, just write print in the string b is greater than a. Okay, b is greater than a, because why? Because it is true, that if statement is true, that's why it is printing. Let's do something else. Let's write a equal to 23, same, b equal to 34. Now if I write if a greater than b, if a greater than b, print a greater than b. Now here a is 23, b is 34. So so this statement over if condition is false. Okay, so that what that means that if statement is false, it won't give you any output. Let's see. Okay, so it didn't give any output. So let's write this one as a code. Okay, let's go to our spider and let's define module. I'm giving a some name module. Sorry, I have to go for the colon, right? Colon. Now I'm going to input something. Let's input b equal to input. I'm inputting two numbers, and then I will write if a greater than b, print a. I should be written in string, right? A is greater than a than b, right? Now let's call the function module. Let's put f5. So it's asking to put some numbers. Let's put some numbers, 34, and let's put 12. Let's enter. A is greater than b. So it is telling that a is greater than b. Now what I will do is that if I put, now run again, and I will put a is a less number, b is a bigger number. Okay, let's write 23, enter, 34. It won't give any results. Okay, so let's write elif. So that's why we use something called elif. So the elif keyword is Python way of saying if the previous condition were not true, then try these conditions. Okay, so it's something look like this. Elif print elif b is greater than a. So it is like true or false. If it is not true, if it will be false. Okay, if it is not false, if it will be true. Now let's run it. Okay, else if you have to compare it, right? Elif b greater than a, if b greater than a, right? B greater than a. Now run it. 34, 23. A is greater than b. Now run it again. 20, 12, 23. B greater than a. You can actually use else also. Okay, now if I go for if I do two numbers are equal, what will happen? If I go for, let's say 23 and 23, what will happen? It won't any result. So let's write for that also. Else a equal to no, let's write here. Okay, let's redundant else, and I will write here elif else if a equal to b, print a and b are same. Okay, now run it. Let's see. B greater than a. Okay, I don't need to go for else right now, because if this condition is there, this condition is there, exclude this condition, what else, that is to be assigned in else. Okay, so the else keyword catches anything which is not caught by the preceding conditions. ये कंडीशन अगर नहीं सेटिस्फाई हुआ, ये कंडीशन अगर नहीं सेटिस्फाई हुआ, तो ये होगा. तो एल्स में आपको कुछ लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, जो ये कंपेयर लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. तो अगर इफ स्टेटमेंट वाला नहीं हुआ, ये एलिफ वाला अगर नहीं हुआ, तो एल्स में चला जाएगा वो. अब देखते हैं, अगर दो नंबर हम करते हैं 23 अगर 23 हमने लिखा, तो हम पहले वो यहाँ करेगा कि इफ स्टेटमेंट वो लिखेगा, क्या a ग्रेटर देन b है, क्या 23 ग्रेटर देन 23 है. स्ट्रिक्टली नो, नहीं है. एलिफ, क्या a इक्वल टू b है या हाँ है, तो इसका मतलब वो करेंगे. देखते हैं क्या लिखेगा, a एंड b आर सेम. फिर से हम करते हैं. अब करते हैं कि b ग्रेटर देन a लिखते हैं 34, एक लिखते हैं 34, सॉरी यहाँ पे 43 और लिखते हैं 23, नहीं 56, बड़ा है ना, यहाँ पे b ग्रेटर देन b है, a है. तो यहाँ पे आप देखो क्या हुआ. पहले देखते हैं a ग्रेटर देन b है या नहीं है, नहीं है. एलिफ जो लिखा है a इक्वल टू b है, नहीं है, तो ये भी नहीं लिखेगा. फिर अगर जो नहीं बचा, दोनों में अगर नहीं हुआ, तो फिर एल्स कंडीशन में वो आ जाएगा, और एल्स कुछ भी हो वो लिखेगा b इज ग्रेटर देन a. अब क्लिक करते हैं एंटर, b इज ग्रेटर देन a. ठीक है. अब करते हैं एक क्वेश्चंस करते हैं ना, एक क्वेश्चन करते हैं. राइट ए कोड. अब एक और करते हैं, न्यू फाइल. Write a code which told you, which gives output, which tells the given function is even or odd. ओके. तो अब ये आप सोच के बताइए कि क्या हो सकता है. एक नंबर, कोई भी एक नंबर अगर इवन हो या ऑड हो या इवन, कैसे पता चलता है. अगर वो डिविजिबल बाय 2 है, कोई अगर रिमाइंडर नहीं आया, तो इसका मतलब वो इवन है. अगर वो नॉट डिविजिबल बाय 2, देन इट्स एन ऑड फंक्शन, राइट. सो लेट्स गो फॉर डिफाइन इवन. एक लिखते हैं, राइट. फंक्शन हमने डिफाइन किया. हमने एक इंटीजर पुट करेंगे, a इनपुट, एक इनपुट करेंगे, राइट. अब हम कंडीशन लिखेंगे, इफ a 2 इक्वल टू 0. इसका मतलब क्या है, एक a अगर कुछ लिखा, मान लो कि 10, अगर 10 डिवीजन 2 करेंगे, अगर 0 हुआ, तो इसका मतलब ये है कि मैंने ये आपको बताया था रिमाइंडर कैसे निकालते हैं. अगर 9 डिवीजन, मतलब ये शिफ्ट 5, ये परसेंटेज जो ये 2 करें तो 1 आएगा. इसका मतलब ये है कि उसका रिमाइंडर 1 आ गया. ठीक है. तो इफ ये लिखें प्रिंट इट्स एन इवन फंक्शन, इवन नंबर, नंबर, ठीक है। अब अगर मैं कुछ ए पुट करूँ, मतलब कुछ भी हो सकता है ना, मैं मतलब अपने हिसाब से मेरे मर्जी है कि मैं इवन पुट करूँ या आउट पुट करूँ, कुछ भी पुट कर सकता हूँ, राइट। तो मैं ये लिखूंगा कि अगर ये ना हो एल्स प्रिंट इट्स एन ऑड फंक्शन, ठीक है। अब रन करते हैं। अच्छा, इसको मैंने कॉल ही नहीं किया, कॉल करो इवन। तो ये पूछा है कि नंबर मांगा है, नंबर पुट करते हैं 34। क्या लग रहा है आपको, क्या है? इट्स एन इवन नंबर है। नॉट ऑल आर्गुमेंट्स कन्वर्टेड ड्यूरिंग स्ट्रिंग फॉर्मेटिंग। अच्छा, इसको ऐसे लिखते हैं ना, यहाँ पे ना एक इंटीजर पुट करते हैं, इंटीजर। अब देखते हैं 34, इट्स एन इवन नंबर, ओके। हम यहाँ पे फ्लोट भी कर सकते हैं, फ्लोट भी आ जाएगा। देखते हैं फ्लोट, फ्लोट ये भी काम करना चाहिए। 45, इट्स एन आउट फंक्शन, ठीक है। उस ये भी कर सकते हैं, फ्लोट नंबर कुछ डालते हैं 46.4, इट्स एन आउट फंक्शन, बिकॉज इट इज नॉट डिविजिबल बाय 2, स्ट्रिक्टली नॉट डिविजिबल बाय 2, बिकॉज इसका रिमाइंडर आएगा, राइट। और कुछ ट्राई करते हैं। मान लो कि कुछ बड़ा वाला पुट करते हैं ना, 109578 3, कुछ भी 10963536, कुछ भी। अब एंटर दबा, इट्स एन इवन फॉर्म, सो इट्स एक्चुअली वर्क्स, राइट। तो हम वैसे ही हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं to find write a code whether the given number is divisible by 3, divisible by 5, divisible by 7, and so on and so forth, okay. So let's see if I can go for some exercise in the later videos, okay. So this is for today's. I am signing off. Thank you so much. Thank you. Jai Hind.